Hello and welcome to this Liverpool news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. My name is Conor, and you may be wondering. No, that's going to start that again. You may be wondering what this over here is. This is the live chat from Arne Slot's press conference, which has just happened. I thought I just recorded while I was watching the press conference because some of the stuff in there is insane. And I just want to highlight the fact that, again, fans are not happy. It's not an us problem. It's not that we're being overly negative or toxic. Liverpool fans are not happy. And I'm going to leave this up for the entirety of the video so we can have a look through it while I'm reading through some of the press conference quotes, because it is clear to see Liverpool fans are not happy. Anyway, again, my name is Conor. I'm here to go through all of the latest Liverpool news after Arne Slot's pre-Sunderland press conference. We're going to take a look at some of the quotes from the press conference, some general team news and a few bits in the media, and fan reactions to Arne Slot's comments this morning. Before we get into it, please do hit the like button as always, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and yeah, let's jump straight into the news. Let's start off with the injuries then and Dominic Szoboszlai's red card. Arne Slot said, "My feelings haven't changed. The moment I saw a red card I was disappointed not to have him versus Sunderland, but the referee did what he had to do. Not sure that we like that in football, but it's the rules." On Joe Gomez then he said, "Joe hasn't trained with us yet. I'm expecting him today for the first time. Indeed, if Joe is not ready to start, then we are missing 4 players who have played right back. Curtis and Wataru Endo played in this position, so had 6 different right full backs." So it does seem unlikely Joe Gomez will start. Hopefully, he can be on the bench at least, or maybe he can start, but probably not. It doesn't look very likely, but yeah, I would guess probably Curtis Jones or Wataru Endo at right back tomorrow evening. Arne Slot on changing positions. Ooh, naughty bugger. It's not just right back. If Dom is not in midfield, we have to change that as well. It all goes into why results have been why they have been. One of the main things it was taking us for a while is to play Premier League and Champions League in the same week. But we've reached that point now for me. The game 2 days ago was so much different to City away. It shows the steps we've made. There are more reasons to come out about why this season has been like it is, but the main thing is to look forward, and the last 5 or 6 games, I'm taking confidence, but we need to win and turn that confidence into better results. I'm intrigued by that sentence in the middle there. There are more reasons to come out about why this season has been like it is. I don't really know why he's getting at with that, so please do leave a comment below if you have any theories as to what he's on about there, but this thing of saying oh well, we won the first 5 games of the season because it was 1 game a week and we've been shit since then, it's just another excuse. It's just so many excuses out of this man's mouth. It's hard to keep track at this point of the amount of excuses he's using. It's just not good enough ultimately, and it is as simple as that. Arne Slot on keeping morale up in the squad, he said, "I don't think we feel we've only lost 2 of the last 17. A draw feels like a loss. The players know what the standards of Liverpool mean, and we aren't performing to those standards. They feel that disappointment. Every game we feel we're going to win it, and too often it doesn't happen." You're correct on that, Arne. That's more difficult than if you play a whole game where you feel you just aren't good enough. The players feel they can compete with any team in the world, but the reality is we don't perform to Liverpool standards. Nail firmly hit on the head, Arne Slot there. Fair play to you, you have admitted this is not up to the standard of Liverpool Football Club. I'm sure we can expect your resignation in the morning then, that's fair enough. Thanks Arne, thanks very much for everything. Asked about Calvin Ramsey then, he was directly asked basically, why aren't you playing Calvin Ramsey when he is a right back, rather than slotting in someone like Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Endo into right back. And I'll read out the quote first and I'll give my thoughts on it, but he said, "In general, if you don't win a game, the players who aren't playing become the best players in the squad. That's the same everywhere in the world. This is an example of that as well. I just want to protect all my players. I've chosen other players until now, and that's also what I'm going to do tomorrow." So Calvin Ramsey is literally the only right back at the club who is fit. He is constantly included on the bench, and Arne Slot has fully just come out here and said, "I don't rate him." What is the point? Why even have him on the bench then if he's not going to play him? We literally do not have a right back outside of Calvin Ramsey. And he's still saying stuff like, "Oh, well, when you're not winning, all these players become the best players in the world." Just fucking give the lad a chance, or again, the management here, the man management. What's Calvin Ramsey going to think here and that? What good does this do to him just to basically say, he's not any good, he's no good, I don't trust him, I'm going to put everyone else in there instead of him. Just bore off, just what? I don't get it anymore. It's such poor man management. And I feel so bad for Calvin Ramsey at this point. Arne Slot then on what it would take to get Champions League qualification this season, he said, "Close to perfection is needed because of points we are behind. It's different when you're 4 points behind a team that's 18th, as they normally don't pick up as many as a 4th or 5th place team. We have to win a lot, and we haven't been doing that a lot this season, so that has to be better. Margins are very small, as 7 minutes from time we were 5 points behind City, and now we are 11 behind. You see, Arna, that's just kind of how this works. Like, if you win a game, you go up the table. If you lose a game, you go down the table. It's as simple as that, really. Even talking about picking up points, like trying to gain on a team in 18th, like, we basically are there in the form table, and we're still not really gaining points on the teams above us. So, again, I don't know where he's going with all this. Like, he continued then, if we don't have Champions League qualification, then it's definitely not been an acceptable season. When I arrived here, we could only sign Chiesa, and that was after a Europa League season. I'm completely aware of that. So is he trying to say then that because we weren't in the Champions League the year before, we had no money to sign players the year he came in? Is that basically what he's getting at here? Like, again, I don't see what the point in bringing up Chiesa is here when he's talking about the importance of getting into the Champions League. But look, you do you, Arna. Speaking about this season, and he said, fair to say it's the toughest season for me as a manager by a mile. Don't think I'd ever previously lost 2 games in a row. Well, you've lost a hell of a lot more than that now, Arna. Fair play to you. It's an exception for me and the players. They aren't used to losing and drawing so much. This season has been more challenging for me, but I also look at how much improvement we are making. Main thing as manager is results, but the next thing is seeing players can improve, and I'm seeing that. Our performances are much better now than at the start of the season when we started playing a double programme. Since we went into that, we started to drop a lot of points. So he's back to the not basically being able to handle the schedule excuse. And again, he said he wanted a small squad. He has a small squad. Fair enough, injuries haven't helped that either, but like, it just... this wasn't mentioned until now. Why is this suddenly being mentioned now? It's like he sat at home with a pen and paper going, oh, what excuses can I use? Too many games. Write that down. Too many games. Slot on Liverpool's luck this season, or lack of luck, I suppose. He said, it feels like that is for sure. Even if we sign a player and he's not even playing for us, he gets injured. Of course, speaking about Jeremy Jacquet there, who does look like he will require surgery on his shoulder, which could rule him out for the rest of the season and even disrupt his first pre-season at Liverpool, which, look, it's not ideal, but hopefully it's not as bad as it's being made out in the media at the minute. Slot continues, but the moment you think it's just bad luck and it comes to you as well, so we need to keep away from that and focus on improving performances. The amount of times we have conceded late on is more than usual, so what's the reason for that? I can definitely say we haven't been lucky, that is true, but is it bad luck or who we are? We will find out over the rest of the season. We will indeed, Arna. We will find out if it's bad luck or not. To me, we've had bad luck, but you can't blame it on bad luck. Again, excuses. And look, to be fair to him, he's saying like he can't rely on that, or he can't really just speak about bad luck as the reason why we've been so bad this season. But like, again, just bringing up bad luck, bringing up too many games, bringing up injuries, like, it's ultimately it is just excuses. Like, Jurgen Klopp got into the top 4 with Reece Williams and Nat Phillips at centre back. You know what I mean? Like, we had Alisson scoring headers to get us in. Like, Alisson can barely string a pass together at this point, or catch a ball or anything, just due to lack of confidence or lack of trust in the manager. I don't know. Like, it's a lack of confidence and motivation through the squad at the minute, and you can't put that down to injuries or bad luck. Like, that is just, the players aren't running through a brick wall for this manager like they would have for Jurgen Klopp. Slot finished up the press conference then saying there is still a possibility we can do something special this season. That is entirely possible still, but I'm sick to death at this point of just hearing about hopes and prayers and just, we might win this, we might win that. Just like, we're probably not going to. And if we do, look, fair enough, fair play to you. Like, you've got the trophy if you do go and win the Champions League. But in the meantime, like, that, just saying, oh, we might win it, that's not going to change anyone's opinion of the fact that every week we just don't look good. We keep dropping points, we keep losing points from winning positions, we keep conceding late winners, and it's just, there's too many negatives here. Like, there's too many cons rather than pros here, and the only pro at the minute seems to be just hopes and prayers, like, which is, yeah, it's just, like, you need hope, obviously, but, like, just, is it realistic at this point? And I want to finish up then. This is a post from Gandalf the Red on X, which I seen before I came on. He quote tweeted Sky Sports back in 2023, saying, Jurgen Klopp apologising to Liverpool fans after the 3-0 defeat at Brighton. And that's Klopp basically going over to the travelling fans, was kind of doing the whole, like, sorry thing, like. And Gandalf the Red quote tweeted that saying, Klopp was emotionally intelligent and would have understood the distance between Liverpool and Brighton and the journey the away fans have taken to get there. Slot can't go one press conference without insulting his own club. Big difference. And I think it does come down to that. Like, Arne Slot, of course, is not Jurgen Klopp, but the stark difference, like the way the people got behind Jurgen Klopp compared to the way fans speak about Arne Slot, like, it's absolute night and day. Like, he does not have the buy-in of the fan base. He does not have the trust of the fan base. And that, for me, is why he has to go. And again, I don't want to come on here every day just banging on about it, but it does come down to that ultimately. The fans don't trust him. The players don't seem to trust him. And we are just heading towards the inevitable now. Like, I don't see what the point in prolonging this is at this point. But please do let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the press conference quotes. Let me know your score predictions for tomorrow night as well. I'm going to go 2-2 draw because Sunderland are unbeaten at home so far this season, and I just think they're going to be solid enough. So I'm going to go 2-2. I am hopeful of a win, but yeah, I'm rational Conor is saying 2-2. Optimistic Conor saying 3-1, but I'll stick with my 2-2 for this one. Craig will be back in the afternoon around 4:30 with a news video, and then live this evening from 8:45 as always, so please keep an eye out for those. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.